Well, let us continue with the Ethernet specifics and we will now see what is CSMA CD. Well, have you heard of CSMA CD or have you heard any of your professors or friends saying CSMA CD and you don't know what the full form means? Well, I'm here to answer all your questions and I'm going to explain all these terms in a very simple language. CSMA CD stands for Carrier Sense Multiple Access with Collision Detection, which is a media access control method that helps devices share the bandwidth evenly without having two devices transmit at the same time on the network medium. Now, CSMA CD was created to overcome the problem of those collisions that occur when packets are transmitted simultaneously from different hosts. And trust me, good collision management is crucial because when a host transmits in a CSMA CD network, all the other hosts on the network receive and examine the transmission. Only bridges, switches and routers, but not hubs. Okay, but not hubs can effectively prevent a transmission from propagating throughout the entire network. So how does the CSMA CD work? Let's start by taking a look at a figure on your screen where a collision has just occurred in this network. So when a host wants to transmit over the network, it first checks for the presence of a digital signal on the wire. If all is clear, meaning that there is no other host which is transmitting, the original host will then proceed with its transmission. But it does not stop there. The transmitting host constantly monitors that the wire to make sure that no host begins transmitting. If the host detects another signal on the wire, it sends out an extended jam signal that causes all the hosts on the segment to stop sending data. Think like it's a busy signal, which means the line is currently busy. Now the host responds to the jam signal by waiting a while before attempting to transmit again. Back-off algorithms, represented by the clocks counting down on either side of the jammed devices, as you can see on the screen, determine when the colliding stations can retransmit. Now if collision keeps occurring after 15 tries, the host attempt to transmit when the timer will out. It's pretty clean. So you must have now a question, what happens when a collision occurs on Ethernet LAN? Well, let's have a look. First, a jam signal informs all the devices that a collision has occurred. It tells that, okay, wait, no one should transmit right now. There is a collision and probably we should wait for a specific amount of time. The collision invokes a random back-off algorithm. As I have told a couple of minutes ago, a back-off algorithm tells exactly a random time for a host to wait till it starts retransmitting the next frame. Now each device on the Ethernet stops transmitting for a short time until the timer expires. And finally, all the hosts have equal priority to transmit after the timers have expired. CSMA CD have following effects like delay or low throughput or network congestion, and that is why sometimes using CSMA CD becomes handy. In the next lecture, I will talk about broadband, baseband and bit rates versus baud rate, which are key networking terms that you should understand.